Hey there boys and girls, my name is Kyle, better on the YouTube as Blinkcraft, and welcome back to a Helluva UX. In today's episode, we'll be talking about Jveb Studio. As always, we jump straight into the things I like about the website before I start talking shit. One of the big things I really like about the site, and I've actually started to use a little bit on my own, is some of the initializing animations. So as you're scrolling through the site, the way that text kind of appears in, but more importantly as the images appear in, you have this kind of pinkish color block that slides in, and then as it pulls back out, it kind of like reveals the image as the image kind of slides in a little bit. I think it's very smooth and very clean. I enjoyed viewing it here, and I've actually started to implement this occasionally. A clever thing that they've done that I've enjoyed is the initial loading screen is a custom SVG animation that spells out their studio's name using a custom scripty font. I like the very stylized, sassy feel of the font and the animation itself, and I think it represents what their website is and what their company is pretty well based on what I've seen in their portfolio. A design element that I really enjoyed was the little SVG elements they have on the side. They kind of move a little bit as you scroll into the page, and I think it just kind of helps fills up the screen a little bit. The fact that they kind of like bleed onto and underneath the text and the images just slightly, I think it really helps everything feel connected and feel full. If we head over to the projects page, I enjoy how everything is hidden, and then once it's loaded, everything kind of slides over, and I really appreciate that they show the number of projects in parentheses underneath whatever the heck these filters stand for. The only real problem I have with this website is that on their, what I'm assuming is their About Us page, the carousel they have on there, the images start to slide and transform out before the solid block color is over top of everything, and I just think it feels a little weird. You could have maybe just had it slide out, but by having it also fade, it just feels off to me personally. By having a progress bar that shows how far you are into the carousel, it was a little confusing to me at first. I was staring at it expecting it to move as if it was a timer, seeing how usually that's how timers are done, are going to be some sort of solid color bar that's just going to kind of move through the image, and then once it's at the end it'll hide itself and then you'll automatically move on to the next. Now I don't have a problem with having a manual slideshow or a manual carousel. If anything, I think manual carousels can sometimes be implemented even better. It forces user to actually engage with your website a little bit more other than just seeing things move. Although I don't think I've typically seen a status bar along with a manual carousel. Usually you'll have that status bar because that's showing you how long you have until the next slide will automatically switch for you. So by having it manual but then also having a weird status bar, like I said, it was a little confusing for me. But overall I really enjoyed the website. I think it's very clean and elegant, and I very much enjoy their style. There's quite a few things such as the little numbers on the filters and some of the little slide-in effects as you scroll throughout their content. I've actually begun using on my own client projects, and so far they've had really great, really positive feedback from my clients, and I think it's something that's very simple, very easy to implement, and it's definitely worth just the few moments of time that it takes to actually figure out how you want content to appear. I think the way that content appears on the page is just as important as what the actual content is. That's about it for this episode. As always, my name is Kyle, and I'll see you next time.